she just won the Belgian World Cup and fenced Olga Carlin actually there, and you saw that matchup, 15-14. Here, Manon Brunet fenced Leia Vila of Spain, 15-10. Rosella Gregorio of Italy, 15-12. Sofia Chiaralia of Italy, 15-13. And then she fenced world number one, Sofia Velikaya, 15-12 to make it to the semifinals.
She's definitely really focused when she's fencing Velikaya, especially after the Olympics. I think she takes that bout specifically really serious. So this will be interesting to see. They have really similar styles. They're both going to try to dominate the box too, but not the same way that Kim did. They like to kind of come in, take a couple preparation steps, and then we call it going in and out, and then starting their attack.
We're watching Carlin on the feed, and she loves to be in that middle area and, like you said, dominating the box. And when we say the box, if you're new to fencing, it's the between the two lines that they're standing on.
So as you can see from the last two touches, both fencers have incredibly strong attacks, and they both have really good defense too. So it's just going to be who can make smarter decisions faster.
If you're new to Sabre and are watching and know that it's fast, Kamali has told us, look at the feet first, then when they get in closer, look at the hand.
So that touch is weird. They both search for a parry and then finish at the same time, so it's simultaneous.
It almost looks like they're both trying to do the same thing at the same time. So people don't like it when I describe Sabre as rock, paper, scissors, because it is more complex. You're almost playing rock, paper, scissors all the time, but it almost feels like they're kind of playing it at the same time.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Essentially, you have an idea of what the other person's going to do, and you just pick an action that makes the most sense to you. So Olga stopped the bout because Manon's mask clip fell off. So that's like the Carlin touch right there. She's gonna come in, she's gonna provoke you, make you finish, and then she's gonna attack you like a just crazy person.
She's extremely strong. You can see that.
Olga's
very
fired
powerful
up today.
She is very, very focused, and that's one part of her game. Extremely focused.
That was nice. So
yeah, tell me about that.
So basically, she came in, started really slow to get Manon to speed up, and then did a false counterattack, provoked her, and then just parried her blade.
When we were watching earlier, so I think we're going to go to video. Brunet is thinking that.
So what happened was they both kind of came in and paused, and Olga starts her attack off her back foot. So she came in, she pauses, and then Manon's thinking that she stopped because she tried to take over.
But if we're looking at that video replay, it does look like Carlin is finishing.
It does look like that she paused, so I could definitely understand why Manon videoed that.
When we talk about video replay, each fencer has two videos. They can ask the referee, hey, can you go to video? I don't agree with that call. If they are right about it, if their challenge is accepted, then they keep their video. But if the call stands, then they lose the video.
Then you lose it. And it's really important to use your video at crucial times. That was nice. There goes the Carlin touch again.
Olga Carlin is definitely in proper form. She now goes to the break. As we said, the Sabre fencers will break at 8 and talk to their coaches and get a bit of water. I mean, what we're seeing here is Carlin's dominance now.
Yeah, so in the last bout in Belgium, Carlin made a mistake of trying to pull distance, make Manon miss, but she wasn't moving her feet enough. So as you can see in the last couple touches, she is not giving Manon any room to hit her. She's pulling distance as much as possible and making sure that her riposte, which is her finish, is really strong and doesn't give Manon a chance to parry or counterattack or anything like that.
Yeah, and we call it make, miss, and get away. And I also see Carlin doing a really nice job of playing the distance close, too, of pushing the distance, coming in close, and then being able to take parapros. And that takes a whole lot of bravery to go in that deep.
Yes.
So if you're Brunet, tell me what she's going to do in this next round, or if you were her, what would you do?
So I think the most important thing for Brunei to do was to kind of slow down. So right now she's fencing at Carlon's speed, and Manon is really fast, but she's playing right into Carlon's trap. So if I were Brunei, I would start off much slower, then you can see what Carlon's going to do, and that'll give Brunei a chance to extend her really nice long attack and finish successfully.
So we're in the second round of the second semifinals. Whoever gets to 15 first in this match will make it to the gold medal match with Kim. And what you're saying is Brunei just needs to change tempo. Two of the biggest things in fencing are tempo, which means timing, and distance. So if Brunei can get it right, oh, that was an interesting touch.
That was, I think Olga tripped, which is pretty unfortunate, but the touch still stands. So gotta dust her speed off, make sure it doesn't happen again. So that touch, I also kind of thought Carlon paused a little bit, so she comes forward, but Olga finishes and Manon's searching for a parry. So in that touch right there, her preparation steps were much slower, and then that's why she was able to extend her attack.
So Brunei is changing up the beginning so that she can make that attack different, with a different timing, and finish. So now it's up to Carlon to adapt to that.
I wouldn't adapt yet. For me, I feel like the fencer has to get a couple touches to really prove that they did it on purpose versus just getting a lucky touch.
There's a little bit of momentum on Brunei's side as she closes the gap to 3.
So
Not enough momentum.
So now Olga she's changing her preparation too.
I've seen this before with Carlon. She'll definitely go back to her attacks, but she has to first feel out, okay, we talk about tactical wheel, what's she going to do? She definitely plays that game. You can almost see her thinking.
She does, and she's really smart too. She just keeps you on your toes. When you think you have it, she gets you with something else.
Brunei unsuccessfully. She's not quite getting Carlon to stop there. Carlon still very quick attack, very fluid.
There, she got her to stop. That was nice.
What's the difference how does Brunei actually get Carlon to stop? So we can see it here that this is the getaway and then go forward and hit. But how does she actually get Carlon to stop?
It's a matter of just timing and when you take over. Carlon's usually stopping on her own, but Brunei, instead of starting her attack at that time when Carlon stops, she goes back, and then that gives Carlon the attack.
That I actually saw. So you talked about feet and hands, and there we actually saw, if we can look at that,
So they both
is
start,
that
and then
Brunei kind of pulls her arm back a little bit.
Exactly, and Carlon just extends and she lunges, which makes a lot of sense because Brunei is coming fast, so Carlon just gets her arm out faster.
So Carlon is actually being able to take over the attack, and as you said, Brunei isn't really taking the opportunity to take over the attack. She's still going back.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that, but at this point she hasn't figured out how to stop Carlon's attack, so you just got to go forward.
Brunei is using another video replay to see if...
I think Olga might have touched that as well, which means that you say to the ref that you think it's the other person's point.
So we can see the replay here.
So Brunei, they come, yeah. So Olga's just not ready to finish, and Brunei gets her arm out.
So the call is switched, which means the video replay for Brunei stands. Carlon is 1 point away from the gold medal match here at the Seoul Grand Prix.
So Olga tried to do her pull distance move, but she went a little too quickly.
Sometimes when you get to 14, you just want it to be over.
Yeah, but that one touch is crucial. Ooh. So Carlon parried, missed a repose, and Brunei was on top of her.
I think Carlon actually stopped. If you can see, the light on the machine goes off, and I think she almost sees it as her touch and kind of pauses.
So Brunei is gaining momentum, but Carlon has had a lot of close bouts all day, and I think that she has the mental stability to keep it together and just get one touch.
It's never over till it's over. You
It's
know
never
that
over.
about fencing.
No.
Brunei is mounting a comeback.
So both fencers are using the simultaneous action in the middle to set something else up. But they did the same action, so it's still simultaneous.
Right, it's like choosing the same rock, paper,
Right,
scissors.
exactly.
The question is, can Brunei make it back, or will Carlin just finish it up? Or we'll
there's-
just have simultaneous.
There's no separation in any of these calls, which is pretty good for both sides. And Olga thinks it's hers, but
Not enough to ask for a video.
exactly. Not enough to waste a video either. Oh, parry your post.
Very nice, clean.
One
last one light for
No
Olga
question.
Carlin. No questions. She's
question.
going into the gold medal match at the Seoul Grand Prix. We're going to have a 10-minute break. The fencers will get a break and then come back. We will have legendary Olga Carlin of Ukraine. She's been amazing today, just with close matches, but every time still just playing her game. Everything has been just, I guess, perfection in some ways. And she will be up against hometown favorite Kim Ji-yeon, who is London's Olympic champion.